For Abilene Athletics, I'm Isaac Ray with head men's basketball coach Johnny Estelle after a thrilling 77-73 win in overtime against the St. Edwards Hilltoppers. Coach, can you just give me your overall thoughts on the game so fresh off an overtime victory?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm feeling so many emotions, man. It was such a difficult game. Coach Cook does a phenomenal job, man. Always, man. It's a battle with those guys. He always has really good players and coaches. Such a hard brand of basketball to defend. And so I was so proud of our guys being able to step up and battle, and there was times when they made runs where, we probably could have folded and we fought back in there. And I thought that, second group with Allen Singleton right before the half did a really good job of pushing us to that 2-point, I think 2-point lead at halftime with Kevon's dunk. And then it kind of went back and forth a little bit, and then we was able to pull it out. I thought Creighton Avery did some exciting things. What a heck of a play down there. It takes a lot of guts to do that, but he's a senior, and he's a guy that's been around winning his whole life. So it's just a group effort. I could go on and on. I don't leave anybody out, and I know you're going to ask questions, but I'm ecstatic about, this team win.
Yeah, Coach, it is a team win. Even down through the box score, you got a couple guys in double-digit figures, and even the guys who they're maybe not in points but in rebounds and just in effort they gave. And you mentioned something. You've talked about it before. When these two teams meet, it's a war. And you talk about having to battle. You guys battled back from a time where you really could have folded in that first half, trailing by 16 points, and then you end the half on a 14-2 run to only go down by 2. What did that, as a coach, that had to fill you with so much pride, seeing your team battle back when some teams would have just folded and called it a night right then and there?
Well, I mean, you've seen us play enough to know that defense has got to be our deal, and playing together and the numbers. I think that helped us because I think they got a little worn down there in the second half. But, we have a lot of quality players, and I like to say that we have 5 guys that have to start the game, but we have a lot of guys that could start, for us. And so they just stepped up in the moment. I thought the crowd was outstanding, man. I thought, the Pack the House night was and the band were great assets for us. And we just kept fighting, and all I kept saying, man, we just got to get it to 10. And we got it to 10. I said, we just got to get it to, single digits, and we were fortunate enough to get it to 2. So, once we came out in the second half, it was just a matter of keep pushing, keep executing. I knew the game was going to slow down a little bit. So then it became about, getting stops. So we was fortunate enough to get a few of those, and, man, they threw some haymakers, man. I mean, some big-time haymakers. But, I was so proud of our guys as a unit that they just had the will to win tonight.
Yeah, Coach, and I could single out guys like Dylan Gooding, your leading scorer in points, but it just seemed like so many different people when they needed to step up. You had CJ making big drives to the basket. Yeah. You had Kevon getting that dunk at the end of the half. You had Will, who was kind of silent offensively but still got points when needed. Isaiah Payne with big step-back jumpers. And then Creighton, like you said. It doesn't seem like anybody on this team, the moment's never too big for anybody on this team. As a coach, is that something that you've kind of instilled in these players, or it's just something that these guys have developed as part of the Haviland way?
Well, I mean, this league is so tough and it's so hard. I always say it's a Power 5 Division II league, and one guy, in my opinion, just my humble opinion, cannot win the league for you. I mean, it's just too brutal, man. I mean, we got St. Mary's who coming in here, and they are talented and well coached. I mean, you've seen all the games. There's not a bad team. It's just teams that going to win and lose every night, and that's a part about being in a good league. There's great coaches in this league. I've been fortunate enough to coach in the junior college, the toughest junior college league in the nation, and in high major at University of Houston, and I'll put the players and coaches in this league against anybody. So with that being said, to answer your question, I have to recruit, and Coach Gonzalez have to recruit. Our whole staff has to recruit guys that believe they can impact winning. And that's what they do. When their number is called, they impact winning. And we got, look at Allen Singleton, a freshman, and you put him, most freshmen could not sit and then get in the game and help you win. But he has such a bright future, but he is so embracing of our culture and represents our program in such a high-class way that when you watch him, he's not pouting when he don't play. He's cheering his teammates on, and when you call his number, he comes in there and it impacts winning. And we have a lot of guys like that. That's why it takes a special guy to play for us.
Yeah, and you mentioned we had a great atmosphere here in the Stanky Physical Education Center tonight. Hoping to have a similar atmosphere on Saturday as you guys prepare for the Rattlers of St. Mary's coming to town. How do you get the team ready, and what needs to be improved upon from after this great win?
Well, we got to rest and recover. And tonight is big. Tomorrow we have a 1-day prep, and you know how I feel about 1-day preps. So we're just trying to get everything kind of situated. We really miss Coach Gonzalez. Coach O was out tonight, and that's my guy, man. And he's such a huge part of our program. And but Coach Thomas did a great job stepping up. But that's another thing about our program. Coach Thomas is played for us. He's a GA, but he works with Coach, and Coach does a phenomenal job mentoring him. Right. And he just stepped in with his guidance and did a really good job. And I'm proud of, Coach Burris and Coach Belamontes as well. Those two gentlemen, you see them, they've been with me forever, and they stepped up. But, this win was for Coach O, because Coach O is one of the most selfless individuals I've ever been around. He gives so much, not just to me in this program, but this institution, and this win was for him.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Big overtime win, keeping your top spot in the East Division, and now third overall in the conference. So congratulations on that. Good luck on Saturday. And for Javelin Athletics, I'm Isaac Wright, and as always, go Havs.